Morphology of flowering plants. Tap root system, adventitious root system. Arise from the radicle of the embryo, formed from places other than radicle like stem leaves. Has a single main root. A number of larger roots arise in cluster. Primary root is persistent. Primary root is short-lived. Always underground, can be both underground and above the ground. Tap root system, adventitious root system. Main primary root is thick as compared to other roots, that is root branches. All roots are generally similar in thickness. Taproot system is distinguished into primary root, secondary roots, tertiary roots, and rootlets. Adventitious root has no such distinction. Fibrous root system, adventitious root system, occurs at the base of stem at the place of tap root system. Develops from various parts of plant other than radicle or taproot. Fibrous root system found below the ground. Adventitious root system can be underground or above the ground. Helps in plant fixation, that is anchoring, water and mineral absorption. Performs clinging, photosynthesis, support, reproduction, fixation, absorption, storage, etc. Fusiform root, napiform root, spindle shaped, globular or spherical shaped. Less than half part of fleshy fusiform root is formed of hypocotyl. Most of the part of fleshy napiform root is formed of hypocotyl. Upper region of the root shows gradual tapering. Root suddenly tapers towards the apex. Secondary roots do not occur in the basal swollen part but occur on the remaining half. Secondary roots are found in the narrow apical part and nearby area. Prop roots, stilt roots. Develops from upper horizontal branches of stem. Develops from basal nodes of main stem. Longer in size, comparatively short in size. Young prop roots are hygroscopic. Stilt roots are non-hygroscopic. Penetrate the soil in vertical position, penetrate the soil in oblique position. Quite thick and massive roots, comparatively little thick and massive. Provide support to the plant like pillar or poles, provide support like ropes of tent. Twiner climber does not have clinging organs, has organs for climbing or clinging to the support, has weak stem which itself is sensitive to contact. Weak stem of climber is not sensitive to contact. Stem of twiner coils itself around the support. Clinging organs coil around the support. Stem tip of twiner performs circumnutation movement. There is no circumnutation movement. Sucker runner. It is oblique towards the apex. Runner is horizontal. It is non-green. Runner is usually green. Has short internodes. Has comparatively longer internodes. It is an underground specialized stem. Runner is an above ground specialized stem. Sucker takes part in perennation. Runner does not involved in perennation. Runner stolon. It is straight and horizontal internode. It represents arced internode. Tip grows along the ground. Tip grows above the level of ground. Runner has comparatively short internode. Stolon has longer internode. Cannot cross small obstacle. Can cross small obstacle. Rhizome comb. It is oftenly branched underground stem. It is usually unbranched underground stem. Elongated, thick and short structure. Thick and short structure. It is horizontal or obliquely placed structure, so vertical orientation inside the soil. Has roots all along itself, produces roots at basal part only. Rhizome comb. Circular nodes absent. Comb has circular nodes. Long living structure, several years. Short living structure, 1 to 3 years. Has less conspicuous buds, has quite conspicuous buds. May have short or long internodes, have only short internodes. Tuber comb has no fixed orientation, it is vertically oriented. Represents swollen tips of branches of underground part of main stem. Represents swollen underground part of main stem itself. Foliage leaves absent. Combs bears foliage leaves. Has small spirally arranged nodes, that is eyes. Has circular nodes. Does not bear roots. Bears adventitious roots towards the base. Nodes have small depressions. There is no depressions in nodes. Tuber bulb represents swollen tip of branches of underground main stem, represents highly condensed and compact shoot system. Stem is enlarged, stem is reduced disc-like. Tuber lacks adventitious roots, bulb bears adventitious roots at its base. A single plant bears a number of tubers. A single plant develops only one bulb. Tuber bulb. Surface of tuber has a number of nodes, that is eyes. Eyes are absent and nodes are not conspicuous. Food is stored in stem. Food is stored in pulpy fleshy leaf bases and in buds. Tuber has external buds. Bulb has internal buds surrounded by concentrically arranged fleshy leaves. Tuber has small inconspicuous scaly leaves. Bulb has conspicuous scaly leaves, either pulpy fleshy edible or dry membranous, called tunic. Phylloclade cladode represents thick pulpy succulent green modification of main stem and branches to work as leaves. Represents green modification of branches only, performing function of leaves. Represents whole shoot system. Represents 1 to 2 internodes long stem branches. So unlimited or indefinite growth, shows limited or definite growth. Phylloclade consists of several nodes and internodes. Cladode has 1 or 2 internodes. Spiral, that is alternate phyllotaxy, opposite phyllotaxy. Each node or one node bears only one leaf. Each node bears 2 leaves. The leaves of the adjacent nodes lie towards the opposite sides. Leaves of the successive nodes lie in the same plane. Leaves of a branch form 2, 3, 4 or several rows. Leaves form either 2 rows on stem, that is superimposed type, or form 4 rows on stem, that is decussate type. Parallel venation, reticulate venation. Venlets are absent, venlets are present. Veins run parallel to each other. Veins are irregularly distributed in leaf. Parallel venation lacks network of venlets. Network of venlets present in reticulate venation. Found in monocot plants, found in dicot plants. Simple leaf, compound leaf. Leaf lamina is entire, that is complete. Leaf lamina is not complete. Incisions in leaf lamina may or may not present. Incisions in leaf lamina are always present. Incisions, if present, never touch the midrib. Incisions touch the midrib. Leaf is not divided into leaflets. Leaf is divided into leaflets. Midrib is present. Midrib is converted into rachis. Simple leaf, compound leaf. Bud is present at the axil of simple leaf. Bud is not present at the axil of leaflets of compound leaf. Stipules may be present at the base of simple leaf. Stipules are absent at the base of leaflets. Simple leaves are produced on the stem or branches in an equipetal manner. Leaflets of a compound leaf develop simultaneously over rachis, that is modified midrib. Simple leaves may be borne in one or more planes. Leaflets of compound leaf are always borne in one plane. Stem tendril, leaf tendril. Develops in the position of stem, buds or flower. Develops in the position of leaf or its part. It may be branched with the scaly leaves in the region of branching, and axial of scale leaves may possess buds. Leaf tendril is unbranched, devoid of scaly leaves, and buds do not occur on the tendril. Phyloclade, phylode. It is differentiated into nodes and internodes. Nodes and internodes are absent. Represents green succulent photosynthetic modified stem. Represents green flattened photosynthetic modified petiole. Axillary bud is absent. Phylode has axillary bud at its axil. Phyloclade has unlimited growth. Phylode has limited growth. Phyloclade, phylode. It has presence of leaves, branches, flowers, etc. Leaves, branches, flower, etc. are not associated with phylode. It may involve in vegetative reproduction. Phylode has no role in vegetative reproduction. It is succulent structure. It is flattened structure and is rarely succulent. Can be vertical or horizontal in position, usually vertical in position. Petiole, pedicel, peduncle. It is stalk of leaf. It is stalk of flower. It is flowers bearing axis of inflorescence. It bears green flattened leaf lamina. It bears a single flower. Peduncle bears many flowers. Racemose inflorescence, cymose inflorescence. Floral axis, that is peduncle, shows unlimited or indefinite growth. Peduncle shows limited or definite growth. Tip of peduncle does not terminate into flower. Tip of peduncle terminated into flowers. Growing tip remain present. Growing tip is absent, converted into flower. Monopodial peduncle present. Peduncle is sympodial or multipodial. Racemose inflorescence, cymose inflorescence. Flowers are borne on all sides of peduncle. Flowers can be present on one side only, for example, monocacial cyme. Younger flowers present at top and older flowers present at base. Arrangement of flowers called acropetal succession. Younger flowers born at base and older flowers present at top. Arrangement of flowers called basipetal succession. Racemose inflorescence, cymose inflorescence. In group, flowers show centripetal arrangement, that is, younger flowers present in the center and older flowers present outer side towards periphery. In group, flowers show centrifugal arrangement, that is, younger flowers present towards periphery, and older flowers present in the center. Grouping of flowers is less common. Grouping of the flowers is more common. Flowers formed unrestricted. Restricted number of flowers are produced. Stipule, bract, bracteole represent lateral appendages present at the base of leaf. It is small green leaf-like appendage present at the base of pedicel. It is small green leaf-like appendage present over or on the pedicel. Stipules occur in pair, bracts occur singly, bracteoles occur in pair. Zygomorphic symmetry, actinomorphic symmetry represents bilateral symmetry, represents radial symmetry. Two equal or similar halves are produced by only one vertical plane passing through the center. Two similar halves are formed by more than one vertical planes passing through the center. Flower is often irregular, flower is regular. Stamen, staminode. Anthers produce functional pollen grains, that is viable pollen grains. Functional pollen grains are absent. Pollen grains are non-viable. It represents fully developed male reproductive part. It is underdeveloped male reproductive part. Adelphous stamens, syngenesious stamens, synandrous stamens. Stamens are fused or united by their filaments. Anthers are free. Stamens are united by their anthers. Filaments are free. Also called synantherous stamens. Stamens are fused by both their anthers and filaments. Syncarpous ovaries, apocarpous ovaries. Ovaries are fused, united. Ovaries of a flower are free. Flower has a single ovary. Flower has several free ovaries. Ovary can be unilocular or multilocular. Ovary is always unilocular. On maturity, single fruit is produced. On maturity, several aggregate fruitlets are formed. Marginal placentation, parietal placentation. Has a single longitudinal placenta, has two or more longitudinal placenta. Found in monocarpellary ovary, found in syncarpous ovary. Ovary is always unilocular. Ovary can be unilocular or can have two or more locules due to formation of false septum. Marginal placentation, axial placentation. Ovary is monocarpellary, ovary is polycarpellary and syncarpous. Ovary has single locule, ovary has two or more locules. Ovules are attached to the wall of ovary. Ovules are present at axis or central column. Hypogynous, perigynous, epigynous. Convex or conical thalamus, disc, cup, flask-shaped thalamus, flask-shaped thalamus. Other floral parts are born below the level of ovary. Other floral parts are born around the level of ovary. Other floral parts are born above the level of ovary. Superior ovary. Ovary is half superior and half inferior. Ovary is inferior. Thalamus is not fused with ovary wall. Thalamus is not fused with ovary wall. Thalamus is fused with ovary wall. Complete pistil is visible from outside. Complete pistil may or may not visible. Only style and stigma are visible from outside. Fleshy fruits, dry fruits. Fruit wall, that is pericarp, is differentiated into epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. Undifferentiated fruit wall or pericarp is present. Pericarp is pulpy, fleshy, succulent. Pericarp is dry. Aggregate fruits, composite fruits. Produced from a single flower, produced from complete inflorescence. Has two or more fruitlets developed from free ovaries of a flower, has several fruitlets developed from different flowers of inflorescence. Monocot seed, dicot seed. A single developed cotyledon present has two cotyledons. Protein-rich aileron layer present on outside of endosperm. Aileron layer is absent. Embryo is present on one side of the seed. Embryo occupies anterior central part of the seed. Coleoptile over plumule and coleorhiza over radicle are present. Special seeds, that is coleoptile and coleorhiza, are absent. Monocot seeds are mostly endospermic. Dicot seeds are mostly non-endospermic. Sepaloid, petaloid represents sepal-like floral part, represents petal-like floral parts. It is green in color. It is colored other than green. It is used generally for green colored petal. It is generally used for colorful sepal other than green. Trailer runner. Trailer is rooted at one point only in the soil. Runner is rooted in soil at several places. Scaly leaf absent on node, scaly leaf present on node. Trailer creeps along the ground without attaching. Runner creeps along the ground and get attached at several places by adventitious roots. Upright shoots are absent. Upright shoots are produced at regular intervals. Has no role in vegetative reproduction. It is involved in vegetative reproduction. Tuberose root, fasciculated root. It can be modified taproot or can be modified adventitious root. It represents modified adventitious root. Swollen tuberose root occurs singly. Swollen fasciculated roots occur in group. Do not have a proper definite shape. Usually have proper definite shape. Respiratory roots, assimilatory roots. Found in plants of marshy area, found in plants belonging to diverse habitats like aquatic, terrestrial, epiphyte, etc. Non-green and non-photosynthetic in nature, green and photosynthetic in nature. Covering of cork present, covering of cork absent. Lenticels present for gaseous exchange, lenticels absent. Represent branches of taproot system. These are usually adventitious roots.